Alright guys, it's that time again where we go through another one of the 16 oldest places in Second Life. This one is number 7, Minna. Before this was Freelon, and actually we get a good look of Rich over here, which was the second one we ever did. And you can see that Rich is actually fully packed, and it actually looks like a healthy sim now, compared to Minna here that we're going to be looking at in a moment. So it is nice to be able to see that some sims do bounce back like Rich was. Rich was like almost completely empty when we saw it. And this place is locked down, but you can see inside of it. I guess it's somebody's house, so it kind of looks like a shop, to be honest. Having places locked down is going to be a bit of a thing here for at least a couple of these places here. At least from what I've seen. And this is Minna here. As you see, pretty much the middle is completely empty. And we can see a peek of Freelon on over here. And I don't think Freelon has changed almost at all. I think pretty much the only thing offhand that I think may have changed is that someone's put this giant rock in the terrain. And for some reason, the boom is just water at the moment. I think maybe they've perhaps have done a region restart recently. But yeah, I remember Minna being a lot bigger than what I'm seeing now, and I remember there being like a huge like sun in the sky over here, which is gone now, which I'm kind of thankful for that. But the whole center is essentially has the name of abandoned land from back in April, so I guess maybe I missed the mark on this one a bit. But yeah, this is what Minna looks like as of mid-May. Hopefully it bounces back, though. Oops, messed that up. Let me see if I can fix it. There we go. Good as new. Alright. I don't think that dance place over at Freelon's ever going to be finished. And we see a face in the sky. And over here we have what I think may be a theater. I'm not sure because it's actually not finished yet. The parcel name is coming soon, and it has all these under construction signs. At first I thought it just wasn't texturizing for me, but I'm pretty sure it's not texturized, so. From the inside it does kind of look like perhaps a theater, but who knows? The booth outside also makes me kind of think it's a theater, but I don't know, maybe you guys will come here later on after this video has come out and this place will be made. And here we have a giant parcel of empty land here, which has the name Winter Arts, but it must be up in the sky or something because there's nothing here. Which is a bit of a shame because we've been to quite a number of art galleries already. There's a giant castle off on the horizon. I don't know if it's part of this region over here or not. It might be not, but these regions over here we'll actually get a chance to look at. These will be like some of the last ones we do. So this is a bit of a sneak peek at them over here at the moment. This is not texturizing, right? But maybe it's just low text. I don't know. If that sign's been here since almost the beginning, that I could understand it. Yeah, that's a big castle over there. But yeah, a bit unfortunate that there's so much empty space along this way. I never like having these areas have a bunch of empty space like this. It's kind of meh. And this is another curious example of why I don't understand why people have things locked down like this. Because the entire structure is, there's no walls, and you can see everything inside. The only thing I could really think of is that perhaps maybe the place next door, which always has a number of people at it, maybe they just don't like the people coming over, perhaps, but at that point you kind of have to wonder, why did you have a parcel over here then? I'm not sure. Because I looked at this place earlier and it looks like it's like maybe a lounge of some sort for a place. For a K-Park, and it's just kind of weird to me how they have it locked down like this. Since for what it looks like, it's trying to get people to go somewhere. But if that's what they want, that's what they want. There's another place that's locked down here in this region, but that one I understand a little bit better, and we'll be seeing that one very soon. I also checked the water because you never know if you might find something under the water as well. Usually that's something more with the private regions, but it wouldn't surprise me if like somebody put stuff underneath the water here as well. And this is the other spot I was talking about, which I think kind of the lockout's a bit of a joke, to be honest. But yeah, all that's on it is an outhouse. So yeah. So about half the region is, there's not much going on. Here's over at the border of Rich here. It looks like they even have, like, houses for people living over there. I don't know what those glass structures are, though. Perhaps those are supposed to be shops, maybe? Huh. I don't know. We're coming up on a treehouse, though, here. Which we'll just cam up to, I guess. Messed it up. Did not mean to do that. There we go. Through the magic of waiting. Actually, this might not be what I thought it was. I thought this was going to be just one of those tree houses that have poses on it, and you don't actually go inside of it, but that might actually be something you can go inside. Looks like a poster on the wall, I guess. Righto, let's go ahead and go to the top of this mountain here, because there's stuff up here. Yeah, it looks like a giant box, essentially, and it looks like a game. Like, this looks like it may have been a spot where somebody was setting up a game of sorts. I've never actually seen this thing before, though. I guess it's some sort of game. Yeah. There's a prim here, though. Let's ask about a tour, then. What do you got for us? Okay, so he's just explaining what stuff is here. Which I guess makes sense for a tour, though. Well, thank you, Dave Siemens clone. I'll try and have fun. Let's go ahead and just look inside the box. It's actually pretty well done. Sunset, or not sunset, but sunrise right over the mountain there. That's actually a pretty nice view. And you can see the thing for the next reach over there, the Prim Tower, that I forget the exact name of, but that's like one of the most famous landmarks here on the mainland, so... And I think the area around it's basically just a sandbox. I gotta be a little bit more careful on where I'm heading now. I have to make sure I'm not heading over in any other regions, but essentially everything that's here is pretty much along the border of Atoma over here. So I guess we'll just take our time and go through this. We'll take a look at this windmill first, because this actually looks pretty interesting. Bunch of boxes of stuff. And I actually forgot to mention that this is a Batman avatar I got a really long time ago, and since I did Spider-Man last time, I believe, I figured I'd throw it on. It has some issues with its cape, though, that keeps on poking the arms through. But I'm actually running out of old avatars to use for this series. This actually looks pretty neat inside of here. This looks like maybe it's a church? That would be my first guess, but this actually looks really nice with the windmill going in the background and all that. And the tower is almost perfectly aligned up too. And I guess this section over here is on region as well, which I wasn't actually thinking it was, but yeah, it is. Zeolife, quick carbs. So I guess who over here is designing food? I guess Zeolife might be some sort of HUD system that's based around hunger. That's my first guess, because a lot of this stuff is saying Zeolife compatible, which usually means it has some sort of system attached to it. I guess this is the vegetable section here. Interesting. It's been a while since I've seen anybody selling, like, food outside of a gacha. Like at the arcade, sometimes I'll see things that are essentially like food dishes, all part of a gacha. I've never seen them sold, it's been a really long time since I've seen them sold like this. Things are starting not to want to texture right now. It's just an unfortunate problem, particularly here at mainland. So there's so much stuff being texturized all the time, essentially. Every time I move, there's something being texturized off in the distance somewhere because I've moved over in that direction, so it has to texturize something. That sort of thing. I'm actually having a few freezes here, which actually does not happen very often, and I've had 2 or 3 at this point now. It's actually slightly amazing. A lot of healthy snacks here. You have a bunch of plates of food out here. This actually looks pretty nice. I'm not sure if that's like any mesh or anything like that, but it looks nice either way. Ding. They don't seem to actually be texturizing. Cooking ingredients. What's the sign say here? You can buy the ingredients as well. That's interesting. Lifestyle compatible. I actually think this shop over here, the O'Flynn's, is on the other region. In fact, I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, I'm like right at the edge, so I'm pretty sure that's on the other region. So we won't be going over there. Actually, I had to check because that's kind of a weird setup to have one of the things on another region like that, but they have a small O'Flynn's thing here too in this region, so I guess they got it covered. I'm seeing a lot of giant animals around, actually. I see 2 bears off in the distance over there, and then I saw like the giant monkey juggling as well. Wonder if there's some sort of theme going on that I'm not aware of. In any case, we're going to go ahead and move over to back towards the windmill, I guess. It looks like there's actually something underneath the windmill that I was not aware of, so let's go ahead and check it out. Oh, maybe it's somebody's place down here. It's a prim made in Natoma. It's actually kind of neat to have your own place like underneath a windmill. Bunches of stuff here, actually. Bunch of pony stuff, too, which I was not thinking I was going to see, but and then a bunch of texture cubes over here. Looks like somebody's at work down here, though. Prim's the answer. Prepared with fine Natoma strips. Looks like perhaps probably that borderline besides where it goes further out is likely where the region ends, so that's a good indicator. And it looks like this house has seen better days. Nice little well that has like moss covered over it. Somebody's got their own little wooden shack to live in over here. Very neat. What's the can say? Let's see. Ah, it's the same can that was back in the windmill that we saw. Alright, at this point we're actually getting quite a bit towards the end here. This corner over here is the only thing left, as far as I can tell. So yeah, Minna's seems to be taking us a bit longer than Freeland did in any case. I think I'll be going in the other region. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that little elevated spot's the borderline here, so we'll just go around the fence. Did I check the water here? Let me check the water real quick. No, I didn't see anything. Alright. This actually looks like more stuff over by, from over by O'Flynn's. I don't know if maybe this is another area for them. Maybe this is where they work, and then the shop's over there where they put the finished projects, or I don't know. But yeah. There's nothing actually on these tables, I guess, because I'm not seeing anything. I guess these are just the stands. Gotta refresh all these scotch machines, but it looks like they have one for essentially every holiday. 4th of July, Halloween, Christmas. There's a Mother's Day one as well, huh? That's actually very cheap. 13 lin. Maybe they were just doing things for Mother's Day. That was only just about a week ago, from when I'm recording this anyways. Yeah, it looks like there's another shop over here too. Interesting. I guess this shop will be the last thing we look at, because we've pretty much hit the end here. A lot of, it's like a whole tea set here. Had a bit of a freeze there as well. Yeah, we'll go ahead and just head by the shop. Divinity. I like the green theming. Looks nice. Is that watermelon like trying to eat or something? Let me see. Ah, it has a face, okay. That explains it. Alrighty then. Well, you guys, this is Minna, and this is the 7th of 16. So with the next one, we're going to be at the halfway point, and it's only taken us like a year. Like a year and a half. But slowly but surely, I'm getting this done, and I'm happy to do it because it's kind of interesting to see how things change and how all these old Sims look. In any case, I will see you guys next time.